Now let's talk about this game, Pax Autocratica, that I just spent 8 hours on the demo and still wanted more. All right, imagine building your own empire, not just on one planet, but across the galaxy. You start with nothing, just yourself, one world, and a mission. Dominate everything. This is Pax Autocratica, a mix of base building, squad command, and full-on planetary conquest. It might be one of the most addictive demos I've played in a while. So when you first drop into the game, you're completely alone. No army, no backup, just your home world and a basic base. Your first job, build. You start placing down essential structures like barracks for troops, armouries for weapons and gear, medic bays to keep everyone alive, mess halls so your people don't fall apart, and even prisons. Yeah, we'll get to that. You slowly recruit workers up to about 12 people in the demo, and these guys handle everything: mining resources, farming food, researching upgrades, running your base. And right from the start, you realize that this isn't just a chill builder, this is control. Now here's where things get interesting. You're not playing the hero, you're playing the ruler. Captured enemies, you can bring them back to your base, throw them in prison, and then choose, convert them to your side or eliminate them. And yeah, it goes even further. You can actually kill your own people if you want to rule through fear. It's brutal, but it adds this layer of strategy where control and power matter just as much as expansion. Once your base is running, you unlock one of the best parts of the game: space travel and invasions. You can build ships, and in the demo you can have up to 3. And these ships matter a lot, because the more ships you have, the more soldiers you can bring into battle. You start off going solo, but eventually you can bring a squad of up to 6 fighters with you. And when you land on a new world, that's where the FPS gameplay kicks in. Combat is actually really solid. You're not just shooting, you're commanding. You can order your units to defend your position, push forward, attack specific targets, so it's not just chaos, it's tactical, and the battles feel intense, especially when you're outnumbered or pushing into enemy territory. Now let's talk about the weapons, because there are a lot. You've got SMGs, pistols, machine guns, shotguns, revolvers, knives, bows, grenades, flamethrowers, energy weapons, and probably more I haven't even unlocked yet. And on top of that, there are different rarities, common, rare, and higher tier stuff as you progress, so you're constantly upgrading your loadout and finding better gear. Then there's the skill tree, and this thing is huge. In the demo, you can only unlock around 12 to 15 upgrades, but even then it feels massive. You unlock new buildings, abilities, and bonuses by raiding worlds, defeating bosses, capturing planets. Every mission feeds back into your progression, and it feels rewarding, like every fight actually matters. What really surprised me about this game is just how well everything connects together. Because on paper, this shouldn't work this smoothly. You've got base building, resource management, squad command, FPS, combat skill progression, planetary conquest. That's a lot for one game to juggle, but somehow it doesn't feel messy. It actually feels focused. Everything you do feeds into something else. When you're building your base, you're not just placing random structures, you're preparing for war. When you're farming or mining resources, you're thinking, all right, this is going to fund my next invasion. When you go out and raid a planet, it's not just for fun, it directly unlocks new tech, new upgrades, and expands your empire. And that loop, it never really gets boring, because every time you go out, something changes. Maybe you find better weapons. Maybe you lose a squad member and have to rethink your strategy. Maybe you capture a planet and suddenly your base grows way faster. There's always progress happening. And then there's the freedom the game gives you. You can play this however you want. You can be strategic, carefully building your army, upgrading your base, planning every invasion, or you can go full chaos, rush planets, take risks, capture enemies and force them to join you, or just eliminate anyone who gets in your way. And the game doesn't punish you for choosing your own style, it actually leans into it. Another thing I really liked is how the game makes you feel in control, not just of your character, but of everything. Your base feels alive because people are constantly working. Your army feels real because they fight with you, not just around you. And when you give commands like pushing forward or defending, it actually matters. You're not just another soldier, you're the leader. Now let's talk about the difficulty. I played on normal mode, and honestly, it felt perfectly balanced. There were moments where I felt powerful, especially when I had a full squad and good gear, but there were also moments where things got intense real fast. Like when you land on a hostile world and suddenly you're outnumbered, or when a boss fight forces you to actually think instead of just running in, it keeps you on your toes. And that balance is really important, especially in a game like this, where you're constantly switching between strategy and action. One of the biggest strengths of the game, though, is the potential. And I mean that seriously. This is just the demo. You're limited to 3 ships, around 6 soldiers in combat. I had 12 and 15 unlocks in the skill tree. And even with those limits, it already feels like a full experience. So imagine what this could be with more planets, bigger armies, deeper skill trees, more weapons and gear, expanded base systems. It could get huge. And I think that's why it stuck with me. Because even after playing for a while, it still felt like I was just getting started, like I'd only scratched the surface. And that's exactly what you want from a game like this. Something that keeps pulling you back in. It's also worth mentioning how satisfying the progression feels. Nothing is just handed to you. You earn everything. Every upgrade, every new building, every squad member, it all comes from what you do out in the world. So when your base starts growing, when your army gets stronger, when you start dominating planets, it actually feels rewarding. And yeah, the game has that darker edge too. The fact you can capture enemies, convert them, or just remove them, even control your own people through fear. That adds a layer you don't usually see. It's not just about building an empire, it's about how you build it. Overall, this game just works. It's fun, it's addictive, it's got depth, and it already feels like something special even in demo form. Honestly, I can't recommend this game enough. It's got everything you'd want in a space domination game, and it even holds up as a shooter. There's a demo out right now, definitely worth checking out. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.